Welcome to another episode of the Phenomenal Woman series, and I'm your host, Opogah, and today we're going to be talking about integrity as identity, that is being the same person on and off stage. But before we go into that, I have a very special person with me today, and her name is Chinenye Wokoma. This lady here has been my friend for over 28 years. Can you beat that? 28 years. She's a life coach and a nurse in the making. Help me and say hello to my friend. Hi.
Thank you.
Okay, Chinenye. We're going to be having some conversation about integrity. First and foremost, what does integrity mean to you?
Okay. In a nutshell, integrity to me means being who you claim to be. Saying what you will do and doing what you say. Simple.
That's it. Being your word and your word being you. You know, not being able to separate you from your word, right? Exactly. Okay, so I have some questions for you. And then one of the questions is actually, can you recall a moment where being consistent in private and in public stage actually cost you something, but it was worth it, you know, at the end?
Something that actually from high school.
Right. Okay.
So we were supposed to be given positions in school, and you needed to identify a particular way to be qualified for these positions.
Right.
And I'm sure you remember. I don't want to go into details.
Yeah.
So I had the chance to say that I am what they want me to be so that I can get the post.
Right.
But I stuck to who I know that I am supposed to be, right? Who I am registered as, who my parents expect me to be in public and at home. And what did it cost me? Of course, I did not get the position. But I got a different position, which I felt more comfortable having. So I was happy and at home in my skin in maintaining my integrity and my identity and not just shifting because something flashy is about to come my way and I have to adapt to become that. So I remained who I am supposed to be and I got what should come my way and I do not regret that ever.
Right. Now, after 28 years of making that decision, do you regret it?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. So sometimes in life we just, do some things that we're not supposed to do just for the moment, and then we leave to regret, the decision. But here she is, she took that decision, and 28 years later, she's not regretting anything. So another question is, why do you think it's often easier to act one way in private and then another way in public? Why do people do that?
There are a bunch of reasons. One of them being the pressure, expectations, wanting to be accepted, right? And it's just that saving face and but I even call it not being strongly rooted in who you are. You have to be comfortable and confident in your skin.
Right.
So when you don't have those qualities, it's easier to just sway however the audience wants you to sway, just to fit in.
Yeah.
And in some cases, you do not want to be excluded. You do not want sometimes even the stigma that comes with not fitting anywhere is another reason why a person would want to adapt.
Yeah.
Yet again, right?
Yeah.
So,
and then also to add to that, so many people, because they have low self-esteem, and that actually 90% of them, got that from poor parenting.
oh, definitely.
Right? So their parents actually put in a lot of fear in them, tell them a lot of things that they are not, and not even like encouraging the person that they are, their personality. And so they want to always do things to please people, to fit in, and then in doing that you lose yourself, you lose integrity. So when you get into a crowd where everybody is probably jumping and you don't want to jump, but because you don't want to feel left behind, or you jump. So it's more or less like low self-esteem.
It is
not knowing yourself, and not respecting yourself as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I like that you brought in the parenting thing.
Yeah.
there's a song we used to sing when we were little. The moment you asked this question, that was the song I remembered. It's whatever you do, wherever you go, do not say yes when you mean to say no.
Yes.
Right from when we were kids.
No is a complete statement.
Exactly.
But people don't know that. Okay, so another question. Have you ever struggled with maintaining integrity when no one was watching? And what helped you stay grounded?
Oh my goodness. You know, the short answer to that is yes.
Yes.
What helps?
And that is you being human.
And that is me being human.
Yes.
And I dare say that 99% of people go through that.
Yeah.
But what helps you stay grounded is the big question. So who are you grounded in? I like that you already pointed in the right direction.
Yeah. You just have to know whose you are,
exactly,
and whom
you are.
Yeah.
So knowing the person that you are accountable to.
Right. That knowing the only person that watches,
that sees
no one else is watching.
Exactly.
Okay, so another question, Chinanya, is: do you think today's culture encourages or discourages integrity? Before you answer that, you see today's culture, you see the Gen Z, you see the Gen Alpha, you see all the gens, even the gender we are in, millennia. Yeah, it puts a lot of pressure. I want to believe that our mothers and grandmothers, they just lived simple lives, right? Like there was no pressure. But you see now, the pressure of meeting up with expectations, people that don't even care about you, the pressure from the society, from your family, from your friends, from everyone around you, sometimes even from your kids, even from yourself. Because sometimes we put pressure on ourselves. So it's a lot of, so the culture in itself does not most times encourage you being yourself, right? So what are your thoughts?
You know, I completely agree with you that the culture in the present day does not encourage a person to stay true to themselves, and the demands are high, like you listed. Demands are from everywhere, from within and without, and also the things you see all around you as well. Like everywhere you look on social media, you're seeing something. The TV, the billboards, the expectation continues to be unrealistic.
Right.
Perfectionism is being sold everywhere.
Yes.
And you are struggling to catch up with everything. Even you give your own self goals that are too high for you to attain, right? And in trying to save face or trying to be considered an achiever, as everybody else is achieving, or
so I have a story, a little story to share about this. So there was a time in my house, the whole place was a mess, and I was tired. I came back from work, I was tired, my kids were not around, so and my husband wasn't around, so nobody to help clean up the house, and I was really tired. And then I got into I was on my phone as well, and then I saw one of my old friends. She was doing a video of how to keep your house clean, and so she showed me her kitchen, everywhere sparkling clean, and she made me believe that this is how her kitchen is always. And then look at me sitting down and wondering, oh my God, am I being deficient in things, or just weak in keeping, or lazy?
Of course not.
But then again, that might be just a setup for social media face, for viewing purpose,
for likes,
and for shares and all those things. So please, again, do not believe everything you see on social media.
Very true.
Don't go and kill yourself with pressure. Oh, this person's kitchen is always this clean and mine is not. No, after the camera is off, that kitchen is a mess. It could be clean, but not as clean as that every single time. Unless, of course, this person doesn't have any other thing doing except cleaning the kitchen.
Or maybe they don't even cook in the kitchen.
Or they don't cook in the kitchen.
I saw an artwork actually that says, keep this kitchen clean, eat out.
That's it. So people are like that.
Yes.
Okay, so what another question for you, Chinanya, is what habits help you ensure that you're the same person in private and in public?
Oh, wow. The very first on the list is having a relationship with my maker.
That's it. That's it. Because God is a consistent God. He's the same. Yesterday, today, and forever. So, and we are made in His image and after His likeness. So we are supposed to be living the same way, moving on to perfection. We're not there yet.
But we
But
continue
we are learning
to learn and continue to grow.
Yes.
So that is the number one thing that helps me stay. Because you know what?
Okay. What boundaries or safeguards do you set to avoid compromising your values?
You know this. I introduce myself as I am so that you can know who to call me.
Right.
So I lead with telling anyone and everyone what my values are. And you already know not the lines not to cross.
Right.
So it's easier for me if I can begin by defining what exactly this relationship or conversation or time spent together will be. And I present myself in my truth, and I expect you to respect that because I'll respect you too.
That's it.
And I tailor my expectations of myself, of people, and of situations. So I stay true to myself always.
You don't go put yourself way up there and then
I can't maintain that.
and you can't maintain that. And then you can also go put yourself way under because you want to fit in. Absolutely. And then you become a mediocre overnight. So she is saying be yourself at all times. The people that will like you will like you. Unfortunately, the people that will not like you, they don't have eyes. They don't know what good things are. But when you keep, putting yourself in a situation where people, just so that people will like you, you become a people pleaser. That means you've lost your life. You can't live your life. You just have to be living your life for people. For how long? So that's... Anyway, I have a very quick question for you. Is it yes or no?
Okay, tell me.
Public applause or private peace?
Private peace. Any day.
100%.
100%. No second thoughts.
Okay, is there someone in your life who models integrity well? And what do you admire most about them?
I actually do have a couple of people. And the first of them being Jesus Christ. And my father was a man of integrity as well.
An honorable man.
Oh yes, he is. You model integrity actually.
Oh, why? That's so nice to hear.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome. Say thank you.
Thank you.
No, your turn. You answer.
Okay, I have loads of people. I don't want to bore you, but I have Jesus, just like my best friend said. I have Jesus. I have my husband. Oh, you need to meet him. One of these days, I'm going to feature him. And I have my father. Oh my God. My father is the word integrity. After Jesus, the word, if you look at the dictionary,
you see his name there.
Yeah. And then my brothers and my sisters. Oh my God. My best friend here, Chinanya, she's been consistent for 28 years. Like, I haven't woken up any day to say, this girl has changed. What's going on? No, she's been like that. And I'm so, in one of the episodes that I did, at the second episode, I said something about being yourself around your friends. You don't have to, any friend that makes you panic or, pretend or makes you feel heavy or not be yourself, that's a red flag, run away. But any friend that makes you be yourself around her and also correct you, not just applaud you when you're doing wrong, correct you when you're doing wrong, call you out when you're doing wrong. She calls me out whenever I think of doing wrong, and also do same for her. That's a friend you should keep, okay? So I have a lot of them, and I admire, what do I admire about them? Oh my God, I admire their way of life, their values. Those are all the people I've mentioned are the people that when I look at them, I have reason to keep living. Even when things don't work out the way I want, or even when life seems to be heavy, I look at these people, they're moving and they're consistent. And then I tell myself, I don't have any reason not to be. Okay? So, final thoughts. How does your faith shape your understanding of integrity?
Okay. I'm a Christian.
Right.
Like you already know.
100%.
And when you look at the life of Jesus Christ, you see him depict integrity from start to finish.
Yes.
The 30-something years that he lived on earth, it was all about integrity. Just knowing that this is who my Savior is, and I continue to model my life after him, pick up my Bible and read, and continue to grow in faith, in spirit. I guess that is all for me, right?
Right.
Because when I deviate from what it's supposed to be, I know, like, the Spirit of God in you will remind you that you have stepped out of line.
Right. Yeah.
And you can self-correct.
Yeah, absolutely. I am so happy to hear all of this. So, to just wrap up all of this, integrity is consistency. You have to keep living the life that you portray, both inside and outside. You cannot be a holy person outside and become a Jezebel inside. No. You cannot be a very good Christian in church and after church you are something else. You have to be the same person in and out. And that is what a phenomenal woman is. Consistency. Not having to please anyone. And, just to please God, that is your goal. I've actually come to the end of this episode and I hope you enjoyed it. And I remain your host, IJ Opogah, for the Phenomenal Woman series. See you next time. Bye. How does your faith shape you? Let me come again. I'll say that again. You live after the person. For us, I don't even know what I'm saying now, but let me come again. Let me